Real estate expert Kashif Sohail is going to show you the properties in Arundel County, which is located in the U.S. state of Maryland. As of the 2010 United States Census, its population was 537,656, a population increase of just under 10% since 2000. Its county seat is Annapolis, which is also the capital of the state. The county is named for Lady Anne Arundel, 1615 to 1649. Arundel County is included in the Baltimore-Columbia-Towson Metropolitan Statistical Area, which is also included in the Washington-Baltimore-Arlington Combined Statistical Area. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the county has a total area of 588 square miles, 1,520 square kilometers, of which 415 square miles, 1,070 square kilometers, is land and 173 square miles, 450 square kilometers 29%, is water. Arundel County is located to the south of the city of Baltimore. Most of the county's borders are defined by water. To the east lies the western shore of the Chesapeake Bay, and numerous tidal tributaries of the bay indent the shoreline, the various rivers, creeks, streams, inlets forming prominent peninsulas, also known as necks, as further south in Virginia. The largest of these tributaries include, from north to south, the Magathi River, Severn River, South River, and the West River. Further south, the Upper Patuxent River forms the border of Arundel with Prince George's County to the west. Deep Run forms part of the northwestern border with Howard County, and Lyons Creek forms part of the southern border with Calvert County. The Patapsco River to the north is the border with Baltimore County, but the communities and areas of Brooklyn and Curtis Bay neighborhoods, and adjacent Fairfield, Wagner's Point, also known as East Brooklyn, Arundel Cove, off of Curtis Creek, and Hawkins Point, lying south of the Patapsco River were annexed from Arundel County to Baltimore City in the third major annexation of January 1919. Arundel County originally included all of the land between the Patuxent River and the Patapsco River, main stem and south branch, upstream to their headwaters on Pars Ridge. The northwestern section of this long tract later became Howard County, with the border between the two runnings very close to the Atlantic seaboard fall line. As a result, Arundel County lies almost entirely within the Atlantic coastal plain while Howard County is almost entirely within the Piedmont province. Elevations in Arundel County range from sea level at the Chesapeake and tidal tributaries to approximately 300 feet, 91 meters, in western areas near the fall line. The terrain is mostly flat or gently rolling, but more dramatic banks and bluffs can be found where waterways cut through areas of higher elevation. With the exception of the very limited extent of Piedmont underlain by Precambrian to early Paleozoic metamorphic rock, all of the county is underlain by thick deposits of gravel, sand, silt, and clay dating from the early Cretaceous to Holocene times. Most of these sediments are unconsolidated but include local formations of sandstone, especially in the Pasadena area. Arundel County has a humid subtropical climate, with hot summers and cool winters. Annual precipitation averages around 40 inches, 100 centimeters, per year throughout the county, with a fairly even distribution throughout the year. Annual snowfall totals around 21 inches, 51 centimeters, on average at BWI Airport, which has an elevation of 156 feet, 47.5 meters, above sea level. Slightly colder winter temperatures and higher snowfall are experienced at the higher elevations, with slightly lower snowfall closer to sea level. According to the most recent USDA hardiness zone maps, the lowland areas of the county fall into Zone 7B, with an expected annual minimum temperatures of 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit, -15 to -12 degrees Celsius, while higher areas fall into Zone 7A, with expected annual minima of 0 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit, -18 to -15 degrees Celsius. Arundel County has had a charter government since 1965. The government consists of a county executive and a 7-member county council. The county executive and council members are elected in the same years Maryland conducts its gubernatorial and legislative elections, and may serve a maximum of 2 consecutive terms. The Democrats have the most registered voters in the county, but the large number of Republican-leaning independents means Republicans win more county-wide elections than in other mostly suburban counties in Maryland. However, Democrats are the dominant party in Annapolis city elections. In the 2016 presidential election, Arundel County voted for Hillary Clinton over Donald Trump by 6,016 votes. It was the first time that the county had supported a Democrat for president since 1964. 4 years later, Joe Biden won the county by nearly 15%, the largest margin of victory for a Democrat in the county since the landslide election of Lyndon Johnson in the 1964 presidential election. In 2000, the median income for a household in the county was $61,768, and the median income for a family was $69,019. These figures had risen to $79,294 and $91,071 respectively as of a 2007 estimate. There are two full-service hospitals in Anne Arundel County, Anne Arundel Medical Center in Annapolis and Baltimore Washington Medical Center, formerly North Arundel Hospital, in Glen Burnie, part of the University of Maryland Medical System. The newspapers of record are the Capitol and the Maryland Gazette, now owned by the Capitol, which was founded in 1727. Anne Arundel County is the home of Baltimore Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, commonly referred to as BWI. BWI serves as the main airport for Greater Baltimore. It is also an increasingly popular alternative airport to residents of the Washington, D.C. area. BWI is an East Coast hub for Southwest Airlines, meaning direct flights are available between BWI and much of the country. University of Maryland Baltimore Washington Medical Center is a hospital in Glen Burnie, Maryland that is part of the University of Maryland Medical System. This hospital opened as North Arundel Hospital in 1965 with 3 floors and limited acute care services. In 2000, North Arundel Hospital joined into UMMS, and in 2005, the name was changed to University of Maryland Baltimore Washington Medical Center to reflect the hospital's growth in size and greater regionality from expanded services. The University of Maryland Baltimore Washington Medical Center provides the quality healthcare services. This medical center is home to leading-edge technology and nationally recognized quality. Linthicum is a census-designated place, CDP, and unincorporated community in Anne Arundel County, Maryland, United States. The population was 10,324 at the 2010 census. Linthicum is in Anne Arundel County and is one of the best places to live in Maryland. Living in Linthicum offers residents a rural feel, and most residents own their homes. In Linthicum, there are many coffee shops and parks. Many young professionals live in Linthicum, and residents tend to lean conservative. The public schools in Linthicum are above average. It is located directly north of Baltimore BWI Airport. Designated as Linthicum Heights and zip code 21090 by the U.S. Postal Service, Linthicum has been traditionally divided into 2 distinct communities, each with its own community association and identity. These 2 communities, split by the Baltimore Beltway in 1957, are Linthicum and North Linthicum, or Linthicum Shipley and North Linthicum. Both communities developed due to their locations adjacent to the Baltimore and Annapolis Short Line Railroad, which brought commuters to the original truck farming community. As a developed community, Linthicum began with the 1908 founding of the Linthicum Heights Company, though a Linthicum or Linthicum station on the 1887 Annapolis and Baltimore Short Line Railroad existed at least as early as 1889. Linthicum is located in northern Anne Arundel County. It extends from the Patapsco River in the north, the Baltimore County line, to Maryland Route 170, Aviation Boulevard, in the south, and from Interstate 195 in the west to Maryland Route 648, Baltimore-Annapolis Boulevard, in the east. The CDPs border Baltimore Highlands to the north, in Baltimore County, Brooklyn Park to the east, and Ferndale to the southeast, and by the Baltimore-Washington International Airport to the south. The BWI Business District West Nursery area is located in Linthicum along the West Nursery Road corridor. The business district is home to many companies, offices, and commercial services. 2 major highways run through the CDP. The Baltimore Beltway, Interstate 695, runs northwest-southeast through Linthicum and intersects with the Baltimore-Washington Parkway, Maryland Route 295, which runs northeast-southwest. By the Parkway, it is 6 miles northeast to downtown Baltimore and 32 miles southwest to Washington, D.C. According to the United States Census Bureau, the CDP has 5.5 square miles, of which 5.4 square miles are land, and 0.039 square miles, or 0.81%, is water. Sienna and Northrop Grumman Electronic Systems are among the companies in Linthicum. The former Linthicum Heights, Maryland, U.S., station of the defunct Baltimore and Annapolis Railroad, and its predecessor Washington, Baltimore, and Annapolis Electric Railway, adjacent to the current tracks of the Maryland Transit Administration, MTA, light rail. Buses serve Linthicum and 3 stops on the Baltimore Light Rail. Nursery Road, 6825 Baltimore-Annapolis Boulevard. North Linthicum, 450 North Camp Mead Road, Linthicum Heights. Linthicum, 308 South Camp Mead Road, Linthicum Heights. From 1887 to February 1950, Linthicum was served by the now-defunct Baltimore and Annapolis Railroad's line between Baltimore and Annapolis, Maryland. The North Linthicum Improvement Association defines the area bounded by the Patapsco River from the Baltimore Beltway, I-695, to Old Annapolis Road, MD-648, Old Annapolis Road from the Patapsco River to the Baltimore Beltway, the Baltimore Beltway from Old Annapolis Road to the Baltimore-Washington Parkway, the Baltimore-Washington Parkway from the Baltimore Beltway to Hammond's Ferry Road, and Hammond's Ferry Road from the Baltimore-Washington Parkway to the Patapsco River. Adjacent towns include Glen Burnie, Baltimore, Hanover, Elkridge,